Hi, I'm Chuck Friedman. In this series, I get to talk to inspiring members of our community about their stories, upcoming projects, and more. Welcome to the Developer's Edge. Hey everybody, welcome back to Developer's Edge. This is a special episode today as I get to talk to our newest addition to the developer advocacy team, our senior developer advocate, Austin Gill. Austin, welcome to Developer's Edge.
Hey Chuck, what's going on?
Hey, so of course we'll start where we usually do. What brought you to Akamai?
Prior to working at Akamai, I've been doing a lot of the full stack JavaScript-y sort of development stuff. And this role was available as a developer advocate, and I was kind of playing with the idea in my mind for a while and decided to jump on it because Akamai is a really awesome company in the space, and I was getting really interested in the edge compute sort of direction that the web is going. So stars aligned, and it was just a really good opportunity at one of the leading organizations in the space. And it's a cool role, it's a cool company, and I get to do really cool stuff. So that's perfect.
I'd like to go back through your career a little bit to kind of see what got you here. And I think a good question to ask is, at what point did you really lock in to something technology related for a career?
This is a fun question because my background is not traditional like computer science. I went to school for kinesiology, which was the prerequisite to go to physical therapy. My buddy invited me on a little bit of a world tour around Southeast Asia. So we went for like 5 months, I think. And in that time, he convinced me to set up a blog. And he knew a little bit about HTML and CSS. So when I had some questions about how to make some changes, he would like walk me through it. And then, the truth is he sort of planted this seed of a thought in my mind that if you can do work on the internet, you can work from anywhere in the world. And when you're, 24-year-old guy traveling around Southeast Asia, that's like a really attractive idea. So I was like, well, all right, I'll give that a try. And so this travel blog was, I think, the first technological thing that I got into. I think it was a WordPress site or something. At some point, somewhere in there, I decided, okay, I actually want to pursue this as a career. So I fell in love, and it's a wonderful journey. I've been enjoying it ever since, and I recommend anyone that's interested to get involved and just build something you want to see in the world.
I've attended a live stream of yours. I know you have a pretty good audience for that. And it's really cool to see how adaptive you can be as you're building an example and you're sort of fielding questions from developers. How much of your coding approach is you're setting out to build something versus and based on like the real-time feedback that I think that you've adjusted to during like a live stream session?
So what's fun about doing live coding and just building these ideas is right now I've just been coming up with ideas for things that I want to see out in the world. I think right now the stream is currently working on a weather app, and because I live in the Pacific Northwest where weather is, you can have 3 different seasons in a single day. So that's been fun and interesting. So one of the first things that I had to download on my phone when I moved here was a weather app, and the best one I could find still is just covered with ads and buggy and super slow. And so I wanted to have my own weather app that I can go and just see what the forecast is for today, what the hourly forecast is, and what the next few days look like. So that's what we're building. And as far as how do we decide what features we add to it, it's a little bit of talking to the audience because I want to have fun. Part of it is building something I want, and part of it is having fun. And I want people to join the stream to have because it's fun.
Do Do you find that we have any resources available that are particular go-to for you so far, or for other developers that you've been engaging?
Yeah, so the Tech Docs team, they recently published the new Tech Docs for Edge Compute, and I'm kind of on that all the time as I'm learning stuff and building out these projects and checking out what's available. That's been a good resource. We also have a really big team of smart people, which is a bit of a change for me because I came from more of a startup-y small company background. So it's cool to just have thousands of people that I can kind of look through and see who's the expert at this one little unique thing and get in a conversation with them.
One of the things I found most impressive and admirable about your experience was your activity with open source projects. What's an example of a project that you've put out?
So I took this sort of idea of getting the functionality and the semantics and the markup for common things that I was seeing myself copy and paste to many projects, and putting those into a GitHub repo. And then eventually I thought, well, maybe other people would want to have access to these things. And although with GitHub being open source, I could just link to the repo and be like, hey, here's the code. If you need something like this, go and copy and paste it yourself. But everyone today kind of expects libraries like that to be on NPM. So I learned how to publish that to NPM and have been maintaining it, and it's pretty cool. It's the largest open source project that I've made and maintained, and it's by no means, couldn't compare it to some of the other big things out there, but it's pretty cool. It serves a very niche audience, in my opinion.
Well, Austin, that was an amazing conversation, and I'm so glad you joined me today on the show. I'm also glad that you joined our team. It's been great to work with you, get to know you a little bit more, and already see how beneficial your being part of our team has been to our developer community. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you having me on, and I'm also looking forward to see what we're going to be doing here at Akamai, and I was happy to learn a little bit more about you as well.
Thank you for joining us today on Developer's Edge. We hope you liked our conversation. To watch more, subscribe, and check out our other series. Take care, and we'll talk again soon.